Well, this is not necessarily a fun video to make, but I feel in this day and age of social media, there's not enough honesty. There's too many people showing you the sunshine and the rainbows as not the reality of running a small business. My small business is not doing very well. That's it. There's no other way of putting it. I own and operate an online fitness brand called Mergs. We sell weightlifting and CrossFit protection and performance equipment, knee supports, weightlifting belts, wrist wraps, all that sort of stuff. And for the last 6 to 12 months, no, a bit longer, maybe 2 years, I've been really battling with depression. I've been really struggling ever since my twin girls were born. And I've just found it really hard. It's just been really hard to manage the adjustment in life to managing them. Don't get me wrong, that part of that's because there's two, surprise. Part of it is that there's two. Part of it is that I quit working full-time to do Mergs full-time when they were 6 months old. So that's a big adjustment, talk about a tricky time of life when my wife's on maternity leave. She's bringing in something like £900 a month. And it was, let's give it a shot. And yeah, so no, I've just been having a hard time. And I've genuinely done between, shall we say, 5 and 30 hours work per month, not per week, per month, for the past 6 months. Because there was days I couldn't get out of bed. There'd be weeks where I wouldn't have a shower. Like, have you ever not showered for a week? But when you're just in bed and you're like, I just can't even bear the thought to get out and go have a shower. It's horrible. It really is. And the anxiety too, crippling. Anyway, long story short, spoke to my doctor 6 months ago, got some tablets, got some stuff, worked through it a bit. And it's got to the point now where Mergs really, really needs me, or it might not be paying me next month. And it's awful to say, but I feel like it's true. Sometimes crisis makes great motivation, because there's one thing being motivated because you want to, because people that run their own business, you see on social media that they want to buy fancy cars and they want to go to Dubai and they want to buy Rolexes. There's one thing wanting things, and then there's one thing where this business needs to bring money in or I can't pay for my mortgage. It's a case of, what's my other options? I drop back down and Mergs doesn't pay me an income and I go back out to work, but then what do I do about childcare and all the logistics, and it's just a nightmare. So yeah, in a really weird way, the fire's been lit once again. It's something people can relate to. It's kind of like when you're eating poorly and you're not eating great, you've put a bit of weight on, over time, you're heavier than you want to be. But you're in the middle ground of, I'd like to lose some weight, but I'm not truly motivated to, and I'd prefer to be lighter. Yeah, we all would. But then you get to a point one day when you step on the scales and you go, oh my God, this ends now. And you make that change in that moment going, no, I'm done. And that's where I've got to with my work. And don't get me wrong, I'm not in a position where I'm going to be homeless. We've got an emergency fund in the bank, but at the same time, I've been working on Mergs since, I think I bought the domain in February 2017. That's a long time to be chipping away at this, and I've been full-time now for 2 years. And I say we all the time. There's no we, it's only me. So if I'm not working, nobody's working, right? That's the end of it. And yeah, it's challenging. And I'm filming this to, one, inspire other people that, look, it's not all perfect, what you see on social media. Sometimes the shit hits the fan, for want of a better term, and you've got to make drastic decisions and be like, it's go time or it's no time. It's like, and just to document this for the future, hopefully Mergs will be doing many millions in sales. We want to be a global brand supporting athletes to perform better and stay protected in sports. And one day I'd like to look back on this and be like, do you remember that time we weren't doing too well, and it was only me and this and that, and one day there might be a team and there might be other people, and this can be part of the journey which I'm trying to share openly and honestly. So yeah, it's just tricky. It's just tricky. But I'm a big believer, you only fail when you quit. And I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting anytime soon. Absolutely not. So yeah, I need to get on the grind. And yeah, the plan again is just to share a bit more behind the scenes of what it's really like to run your own business. It's not easy, and there's no McLarens or Rolls Royce. So bear that in mind when everybody's showing you their own BS version of reality online. Anyway, I've got work to do. I better get cracking.